My name is Ivan, and this story happened about 2 years ago. A very close friend of mine went on a few dates with a girl, and I went to a party with them as well, and she was nice. Then things started getting weird after about 2 months. She started to morph him. He's a very quiet and not confrontational guy, so he let her. She made him dye his hair jet black and grow out a beard and dye that as well. Then I went almost a full year without seeing him. The next time I saw him, he was totally different. He talked like an old man and seemed like he had aged 40 years in a year. Keep in mind, we were 19 at the time. I became worried for him and thought he was being manipulated. I went to his apartment and rang the doorbell. I rang about 5 more times before someone answered. He invited me in for tea, which I thought was weird since he always hated hot drinks. I hung out for a while before asking to use the bathroom. As I went down the hallway, I noticed a room that I hadn't seen before. Out of curiosity, I went in and saw something that shocked me. A big red pentagram was in the center of the room, with candles in each corner of the shape. As I walked in, I didn't realize the door had shut behind me. I heard the door click and looked up to see my friend laughing. Not a happy, joy-filled laugh, but a low, hoarse, evil laugh. He ran towards me and wrapped his hands around my throat. He choked me to the ground. I was gasping. Shortly before suffocating, I picked up one of the burning candles and stuck the flame into his chest. He screamed and fell down, patting out the fire. I kicked him in the head several times and knocked him out. I heard a woman down the hallway scream and running towards the room. I kept the door closed using my whole body weight. She was banging on the door and screaming, "If you let go, I won't hurt you. I'll just use your soul to make him live forever." Well, by now my friend began to wake back up, but when he looked at me, he didn't try to kill me. He just looked dazed. He looked around and saw me barely holding the door closed and began to help me. She managed to break down the door and flung both of us onto the floor. I skidded across the floor and part of my shirt wiped away the red paint. She screamed and began to sort of melt. We stood up, stunned, wondering what the hell happened. He changed and we both left to go to my apartment. He told me the whole story. Their relationship had been going well for a few months, but she then began asking him to do weird things, like going to Wiccan stores and purchase black candles. He didn't mind, so he got them. Then one night, he woke up to being in the middle of a pentagram, tied to the floor. She was saying something in some language he didn't know. He felt an excruciating pain in his chest, then woke up to see me holding the door. I did some research and I even took him to see an exorcist. The exorcist believed the witch was using him as a vessel to potentially transfer Satan into his body. He has since moved out of that apartment.